Okay, in closing, I want to mention a number of people who are not, excuse me, they're not mentioned here. Deontay Wilder is not mentioned amongst the heavyweight champions, but he has a 100% knockout record. I think he has 30 fights, something like that, 30 knockouts. That's in the heavyweight division. In the cruiserweight division, I must make mention of Roy Jones Jr. Okay? James Toney is also in the heavyweight division, even though you're not hearing too much about it. In the light heavyweight division, there's not much I can say about that. So I'll move on. In the super middleweight division, you have to mention Andre Dirrell. You have to mention George Groves. You have to mention Cesar Chavez Jr. Okay. In the middleweight division, you have to mention Peter Quillen. And the other guys are up and comers, so I won't say anything more about them. Super welterweight division, the Charlo brothers. You gotta mention them. And there's another very skilled boxer. He's not world champion yet. That's about it. In the welterweight division, you have a ton of them. Shawn Porter. We have Timothy Bradley. We have Juan Manuel Marquez. Amir Khan. Okay. You gotta mention these guys when you talk about the welterweight division. In the super lightweight junior welterweight division, Adrian Broner's there. You have Provodnikov is there. Okay. I'm missing out someone, but I can't remember who they are. In the lightweight division, you have to talk about Yuriorkis Gamboa. Very integral part in the lightweight division. Okay. I don't know if Omar Figueroa is going to go up in weight or not. Also, Linares, you have to talk about him. In the super featherweights, I can't, off the top of my head, talk about anybody, but the featherweight division, we still have the guy that Vasily Lomachenko beat, Gary Russell Jr., is in that division. Super bantamweight division, I think we pretty much covered everybody from there on in, and all the lighter opponents. So all I'm saying is these are some of the people you need to think about. With these lighter weight divisions, sadly, they don't get as much coverage. They don't get as much attention. But they are exciting to watch. So I hope that pay-per-view fights and so on, they will actually feature some of these guys on their cards. Alright, so those are the list of the current World Boxing Champions. But also I just wanted to highlight weight divisions. Whenever you're talking about someone and you want to say, oh, this person, why doesn't he go to this weight division? Look at where he began and look where he is now. I'll tell you, and see if he can even make the weight, okay, to fight opponents like that. Okay, guys like Felix Trinidad, Tito Trinidad, didn't begin at super featherweight. You know, these are things people don't know. Oscar De La Hoya, though, is an exception to the rule, an exceptional boxer. Well, that's basically it. It's easier to move up and get multiple world titles at the lower weight divisions. It's much more difficult as you move up divisions to get world titles, because those divisions are actually have a bigger gap between themselves. So do remember that, and that's about it.